Quality of
Okay.
service, what does it mean? Quality of service really means prioritization. Quality of service mean in networking, not only in networking, in any realm, quality of service is nothing but prioritization. See, for example, the traveling people are of different status. Some are multimillionaire, some are very poor. They manage to make some money so that they can go abroad and do some work and make more money. For them, all that they can do is buy a ticket, aeroplane ticket. But for the multimillionaire, he has got plenty of money. For him, flying is not traveling, flying is fun. But for those who go for a job to abroad, for them it is a traveling experience. They need to travel safe, so they take flight. There is no other means of reaching the foreign country. There is no waterways, there is no roadways, so he takes flight. The same flight, if you see, there is a millionaire flying. They both cannot be given same level of treatment. The millionaire needs some special attention, some special treatment, some special seatings, more, more. He needs to be cared more than a normal traveler. Otherwise, this multimillionaire is not going to fly again in that flight if he is not given extra care. So the airlines are ready to provide the service when the multimillionaire pays some extra money. When he takes a first class ticket, he's given a separate room with nice leg space, big TV, more toffees, means more chocolates and juice, and all that he asks will be provided. And there will be special waiter or a crew member dedicatedly given for the passengers in the first class. So they take care of them very well. With all comfort, this multimillionaire flies in that flight. In the same flight, there are more than hundreds of people in a in a seat which is very narrow, no leg space, normal food. Hardly the crew member comes to help to give water. Very rarely, they come as soon as you call. Most of the time, they come very late. How may I help you? Give me water. Okay. And that button also they won't off. You only need to off. Okay. Please press that button back. And then that light, yellow light will go. And this lady will go and she will come after another 10 minutes to give water. That's not the treatment given in the first class. In economic class, it's poor service. So the level of service varies depending on the ticket. First class, high, business class, little lower, economic class, much lower treatment. So this is provided depending on the need of the passenger. Not every passenger wants luxury when they fly. Some needs to travel, that's all. They need to reach the destination. Some needs luxury while flying. Some needs more entertainment while flying along with the luxury. Some even wants to take bath in the flight. So flight service, they're ready to give this services when they pay the cost. Likewise, in networking also, when we take an internet connection, not all traffics that are going to use the internet is same. The traffic that you are going to generate from your computer to use the internet. Those traffics are not same. Like the passengers, first class, business class, economic class. Even in networking, we have first class, economic class, business class, and so on. So the traffic that are very important, like maintenance traffic. See, the maintenance protocol, telnet, SSH, HTTPS, these are all used for maintenance, ping, ICMP ping. These are all for maintenance. This should be highly prioritized than, than your voice and video traffic. Because if something goes wrong, you are going to SSH. If you are not able to SSH, then how you will solve the problem? So the maintenance traffics need to be first class passenger. And then the voice and video traffic is the next business class passenger. Voice and video are sensitive traffic. They use UDP, they use multicasting. If the voice packet get dropped, it cannot be recovered. If the video traffic get dropped, it cannot be recovered. So they are also time sensitive. So after this maintenance traffic, we need to give priority to the UDP traffics, multicast traffics, voice, video traffics, all streaming traffics. So they need business class. And for the rest of the traffic, you can give economic class. So if there is a congestion, you can drop those economic class passengers. You can drop those economic class traffics so that the business class traffic people will not get congested. After dropping all the economic class, if there is congestion still exists, you drop some business class also so that the first class people will never get congested. If you would have heard or read that Titanic mission, after breaking after the big ship got broken, the way that they have given with that life jacket or that small boats, the escape boats, you will understand. See, that's the congestion situation. Did they give any importance to the economic class? No way. Let them die, no problem. That's only economic class. We need to keep business class and the first class comfort. After some time, oh no, the boats are not even enough for the first class. So let the business class people also die, so that the first class people will be safe. See, the prioritization level in giving priority when there is a congestion varies. That's how it happened, when you read the story behind that rescue. Actually, no rescue happened. That is how they were treated. Or you might have even seen that in the movie. I think so. Now, this one, in networking also same story. Why do we need quality of service? So that when congestion happens, someone should get dropped. We avoid important traffic getting dropped. We avoid management traffic getting dropped. We avoid time-sensitive multicast UDP traffic getting dropped. And we just allow those TCP packets to get dropped and free some space for this time-sensitive traffic and the management traffic. So when there is congestion, only QoS is needed. So that is the important point I'm trying to emphasize. Quality of service is prioritization. But when do you prioritize? Mostly during the congestion time. That prioritization is needed. See, when there is no congestion, never mind. Let everyone enjoy. See, in airlines that won't happen. In airlines, even if the business class and the first class is empty, you cannot go and sit in that seat because you have not paid for it. That is a kind of QoS. We call it as class-based weighted fare queue. Class-based weighted fare. When you match the first class, you are allowed to go inside that cabin. When you are matched with the business class, you are allowed to go into that section where business class big seats are there. If not, even if the seats are empty, you cannot enter. That is one way of QoS in networking. We call it as class-based weighted fare queue. Even if it is empty, you cannot occupy. But when we talk about normal quality of service in networking, the bandwidth of one class can be given to other if that class don't have anything to send, utilize. So quality of service is giving priority whenever there is a congestion. To reduce congestion, we should drop some traffic. Deciding on which traffic to drop, quality of service helps. If we don't have quality of service, then you will randomly drop some traffic. There may be some traffic which cannot be recovered, get dropped. There are chances. And if it get dropped, then finish. It cannot be recovered again. So through quality of service, what you can do is you can educate the router saying, hey, this traffics you can drop, no problem, but don't drop these traffics. That is what quality of service. Educating your router to differentiate the traffics and set priority to those classified traffics. That is what quality of service. In general, routers will see all traffic equal. But if we treat all passengers equal, some passengers don't like because they were born with silver spoon. They always want to feel that they are superior than other. They don't treat everyone equal. When such people you want to serve, and if you want to get appreciation from such people, we have to do some differentiation. Only then they will be happy. So, quality of service is needed. Without quality of service, seeing all traffic equal may not work in networking field. Why? In networking field, we don't have all traffic working in the same fashion. Some traffics, they, as I say, they are time sensitive. They are management traffics, more important traffic. Some traffics, bandwidth consuming traffic, bandwidth hunger traffic. It's too hungry. It wants to gulp all the bandwidth, like FTP. You cannot allow FTP to be going front. If you allow FTP, if you give a high priority to FTP, what happens is it will take all the bandwidth and no one else can utilize. So we need to first prioritize all those tiny traffic like voice and video, which won't consume much bandwidth. Less bandwidth hunger traffic should be prioritized first. At last, you send the bandwidth hunger traffic, the traffic that gulps, that chops all the bandwidth. That's the best way. And that is how quality of service will allow us to do. That is quality of service. That's the reason why we have quality of service. Right. So there are various methods of quality of service which we'll be seeing in coming days. After learning the methods of quality of service, we'll see how to configure them by one on a Cisco router. We also have layer 2 quality of service and layer 3 quality of service. In layer 2, we call it as QoS, class of service. There are 3 bits for class of service in the layer 2 header reserved. And there are 6 bits for DSCP, differentiated service code point. That is layer 3. And there is also TOS bits, 3 bits out of 6 can be used in layer 3. And these are the variations, in the header. If you use 3-bit in layer 3 header, then it is called type of service, TOS. If you are using 6-bit for quality of service in layer 3, we call it as DSCP, differentiated service code point. Differentiated service code point. And then we have COS, which is in layer 2 header, that is also 3-bit. So these are the things that we are going to see in our coming day QoS class. Any question?
Okay. No, sir. As of now, no. Let's see.